Good evening. This is Chad with Wild Bill and Chad's Kansas City Sports Talk. Um, I'm here to talk about a couple points here. Bill's on vacation right now, so I'm going to make my video here, and then this weekend him and I will be back talking more Royals and Chiefs. Um, so one thing I want to talk about is complaints. Um, Start out with the Eagles. CJ now playing for the Lions, the cornerback, making statements and accusations of, well, if the field would have been in better condition in Arizona, blaming the field on their loss. Well, anybody knows that both teams play on that field, okay? And if I'm correct, you guys, the Eagles, played on it against Arizona during regular season, and so did the Chiefs. So both teams were aware of that field of its conditions and that it wasn't very good. In fact, it hurt a couple of our players. Our kicker, he had a little off year, and it hurt his hamstring because the turf gave way. So we all know about the field. We all played on it, so we're all at the same level playing field. So cry me a river. Not my fault. Your defense couldn't get to our top-notch offensive line. Our offensive line is better than what you think it is. It's underrated, by the way. It's top five, easy. Um, and when you play a real offense, you which you guys really didn't in the playoffs. I mean, you didn't really face anybody. I mean, you know, 49ers were good, but then they lost all their quarterbacks, and then you had to ease. All they could do is hand it off. Well, you should be able to stop the run if that's all they can do. And then, all this chirping from Cincinnati bungholes, they do it all the time. Uh, you know, Pat who? Pat, two-time Super Bowl champion. That's Pat who. Uh, oh yeah, we're we beat you. We're 3-1 against you guys. Well, I don't care about the regular season games. Again, I want to care about the playoffs. You're 1-1. Congratulations, you stopped us from going to Super Bowl. You know, 6 times. All right, and I believe we win that game if we go and play the Rams. I believe we beat win in that Super Bowl. Um, you know, but you guys lost, so you're 0-3 in the Super Bowl. Kind of like the Buffalo Bills in a way. Um, so another thing, all the complaints, we're going to hear all the time. The New England Patriots heard, all the complaints when they were winning. I was one of those people. I mean, I know Tom Brady got some help, um, but he's also good, so it happens. But I know that also that these other teams haven't won a damn thing. Also, the quarterbacks series on Netflix, I binge watched it. I watched the whole thing, talking about 3 quarterbacks and their seasons all the way from beginning to end. Um, Kirk Cousins from the Vikings, Mariota from Atlanta, and Patrick Mahomes. Really, really cool series. I like it. Um, the um, what was really cool is you got to watch it from different angles, from the field angle, and I'm telling you what, it was good. It's almost just as good as watching a Super Bowl. Um, I'm telling you what, Kirk Cousins is a pretty good quarterback. If his offensive line was a little bit better, I believe they go a little farther. Mariota, I didn't know what his ending was going to be, and then he's going to be the backup in Philadelphia, so at least he had somewhat of a happy ending there. And then, of course, Patrick Mahomes, MVP Super Bowl, wins it. Fantastic. It was a good series. That's probably why it was good for me. So if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you will really enjoy it. So as of But if you're just a football fan in general, you'll like it. Watch the quarterback series. You'll love it. Uh, Peyton Manning produced it, so it has some clout. So, anyways, on to the next. So we talked about quarterbacks, Netflix series, and then the complaints. Um, Also, the ESPYS were on, and the Kansas City Chiefs won the best team of the year, and Patrick Mahomes won the best NFL player of the year. So that was pretty cool. Chris Jones was there um, talking on stage. And of course, Kelsey and Patrick always up there being part of the limelight. They love that stuff. But, I can't blame them. So that was pretty cool. Also, now we're waiting on Chris Jones' extension. And the guy, defensive tackle from New York, he got his contract done. So Chris Jones should be getting close soon. With I would say within a week here, and then after that, will that be the telling story if we get DeAndre Hopkins to sign? Because he's waiting for something. He's had all these contract offers, and he could sign a contract right now. So he's waiting. Is he waiting for Chris Jones to get his contract done? So that will open up some money for the Chiefs to offer him something. Of course, I'd rather play for the Chiefs than any of these other teams, and maybe come home with a ring. So that will be interesting in the next couple of days to tell. So camp is about ready to start. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days with the Chris Jones contract, and see if we have any more major signings before the beginning of the season. Because I say that we're already in contention to fight for the Super Bowl again. If we get another great signing like DeAndre Hopkins, it could increase the odds. So, if not, we still have a great receiving um, core. And that are they going to have 6 or 7 receivers on the team? Um, Another question is if you think John Ross is going to make a team, make a comment in the box there on the comment section. Let me know if John Ross, you think he's going to make the team. Please subscribe, like, so we can start doing live streams. Um, I would really appreciate it. Until next time, go Chiefs.